Hi, I'm going to be sharing my Bible study reflection with you guys today. So for me, the biggest takeaway from Living Life Bible Study is that the most important thing in the Christian life is relationship, whether it be with God or others. This is reflected in God's first and second commandment. We are to love God with all of our heart, soul, and mind according to the first commandment. The second is to love our neighbor as yourself. Loving God is the power source of loving others and can help us develop relationships with others. In regards to my own relationship with God, I was reminded that we don't go to heaven by works, but through our relationship with God. Ever since the pandemic began, I felt like my relationship with God was becoming stagnant. I was reminded of myself serving at my church in Houston prior to moving here, where I tried to serve the church in whatever way that I could see so that I could feel closer to God. The problem with that was that I had used serving in the church as my only way of having a relationship with God, when in reality I needed to be spending time alone with Him as well. Jesus is described as the bridegroom and we are His bride. Two lives are joined into one and they need time alone together to gain relational intimacy. After moving to Dallas, I believe God has been constantly giving me the opportunity to develop a personal relationship with Him, especially during the times of loneliness. And I think God allowed this time of struggle because apart from those times, I wouldn't seek Him otherwise, being the selfish and sinful person that I am. In John chapter 4, there was a woman by herself at the well to draw water, and Jesus went out of His way to meet her there. If she wasn't there alone, she wouldn't have had the opportunity to have a one-on-one conversation with Jesus, to hear the gospel and have her life changed. Taking this class has allowed me to grow by reminding me that I need to be relational with God, but it has also challenged me. Instead of pursuing happiness, I should be pursuing what God wants us to do, and happiness will follow. Specifically, He wants us to go and make disciples. As a disciple, we need to learn from God and teach others what we have learned from Him. We learn His character and ministry, but we need to pass this on to others. Just learning from God not only makes us a student, it only makes us a student and not a disciple. I'm guilty of doing this, but I hope that I can take what I have learned from this class to make disciples of all nations just as God commanded. Thank you.